Hooking your own ear, a classic comedy of errors in the fishing world. Picture a serene day by the lake, holding your rod, the sun at your back. Catch a big one, you cast your line, but surprise, surprise, ouch! You've hooked your own earlobe. Now that's a whole new take on ear piercing. Typically, it's a good rule to avoid adding unintended new holes in your head if you can. Moving on, we bring you fishing for fishing rods. When the fish decides to turn the tables, become the fisherman. Just when you think you've nabbed it, it yanks the rod clean out of your grasp. Laughing? The fish, probably. It seems the fish decided to go fishing for rods today. If you thought fishing was a peaceful pastime, think again. It's a comedy show with a splash of water. Boating, where you're one slip away from a surprise swimming lesson. Now folks, let's dive into some boating blunders that could make a sea captain blush. Picture this, you're decked out in your best boating gear, you've got the sun shining down on you, and you decide it's the perfect moment for a photo op. You strike a pose, and just as you're about to say cheese, your boat decides to take a dip. Now there's a picture for the ages, folks. Talk about rocking the boat. But hey, at least you didn't have your lunch stolen by a seagull. Yeah, you heard that right. There's nothing quite like the taste of a freshly grilled hot dog while you're out on the water. But beware, my friends, because seagulls are the real pirates of the sea. One minute you're about to take a bite out of that delicious hot dog, and the next, a seagull swoops in and snatches it right out of your hand. Now that's a real blunder if I've ever seen one. So whether you're tipping your boat for the perfect photo or losing your lunch to a seagull, remember, boating is all about balance. Or as I like to say, keeping your hot dogs in your hand and your butt on the boat. Remember folks, the goal is to stay on top of the water, not become one with it. Now let's dive back into the sea of blunders we've just explored. Or should I say, let's fall back in. We've seen some fantastic fishing faux pas and boating blunders today, haven't we? Let's take a quick trip down memory lane, shall we? Remember that seagull, the hot dog thief? That feathered fiend certainly knows how to swoop in for a snack, doesn't it? Better hold on to your hot dogs next time, folks. And let's not forget our friend who tried to reel in the catch of the day, only to be dragged into the water himself. Talk about getting too caught up in the moment. Hope he had his swimming trunks on underneath those fishing overalls. Oh, and who could forget the infamous boating blunder where the boat took a nosedive, leaving our hapless hero clinging to the dock for dear life. That's one way to make a splash. Then there was the chap who thought he could walk on water, only to find out the hard way that he's no miracle worker. Now that was a fall that could make even the fish chuckle. And lastly, the gentleman who attempted to launch his boat only to send it crashing into the dock. That's not quite the maiden voyage he had in mind, I reckon. And there you have it, folks. A day in the life of the world's most entertaining fishers and boaters. Remember, the best fishing and boating stories don't usually involve the fish or the boat, but the epic fails that happen along the way.